Don't force anything. Just let it happen. Presented by Theo E. David and the Audiobook Shelf. Welcome back to our Audiobook Shelf. We hope you enjoy the book, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get our latest content. Enjoy. Introduction. The book Don't Force Anything invites you to explore a gentler, more effective way of living, one that embraces the natural flow of life rather than struggling against it. Imagine a life where you achieve your goals with ease, enjoy each moment, and feel a deep sense of peace and contentment. This book will guide you on how to make that vision a reality. In our fast-paced world, it is easy to get caught up in the idea that we must constantly push and strive to make things happen. However, forcing things often leads to stress, frustration, and burnout. The goal of this book is to help you change your mindset, demonstrating that by letting go and allowing things to flow naturally, you can do more with less effort. You'll discover that the most significant transformations occur when you stop trying to control everything and start trusting the process. Let's begin with the concept of flow. Flow is a state of being where you are fully engaged in the present moment, effortlessly navigating through life. When you are in flow, you align yourself with the universe's energy, creating a harmonious balance between effort and ease. This book will provide you with practical techniques to enter and maintain this state of flow, enhancing your productivity and overall well-being. Another key principle you'll explore is the power of trust. Trusting the process means having faith that things will work out as they should, even when they don't go according to your plans. This mindset allows you to view obstacles as opportunities for growth and redirection. By developing trust in the universe and in yourself, you can let go of the need to control every outcome and embrace the beauty of life's unpredictability. Throughout this book, you will find a variety of practical exercises designed to help you let go of control and embrace the flow. These include mindfulness practices, meditation techniques, and mindset shifts that will enable you to release tension and reduce stress. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you will open yourself up to new possibilities and experiences that align with your true desires. I will use real-life examples of people who have successfully implemented this strategy to illustrate the principles that I will be discussing. This collection of uplifting examples will demonstrate to you that it is possible to accomplish your objectives without resorting to force, and that the most satisfying results frequently occur when you least expect them. By gaining knowledge from the insights of others, you will better understand the practical advantages of allowing things to occur spontaneously. As you journey through Don't Force Anything, you'll find clear, straightforward guidance that is both kind and comprehensive. This book is designed to be easy to understand and apply, providing you with valuable insights and tools to transform your life. Whether you are new to these principles or looking to expand your practice, you will find insights and encouragement that speak to you. Embracing the art of letting things happen is about finding a balance that brings harmony and joy to your life. By learning to let go and trust the flow, you can create a more peaceful, fulfilling existence. Welcome to this transformative journey. Chapter 1. Understanding the philosophy of non-interference. Every single one of us can embrace the liberating philosophy of non-interference, allowing life to unfold naturally without forcing outcomes or resisting change. This isn't about being passive or disengaged, it's about having the wisdom to know when to act and when to let things be. It's about trusting the process, trusting yourself, and trusting the universe. You might be wondering, how do I do this? The answer lies in mindfulness and self-awareness. It's about catching yourself in those moments when you're trying to control or manipulate a situation. It's about pausing, stepping back, and asking yourself, am I forcing this? Is there a better way? Could I be more open to the flow of events? Non-interference doesn't mean you don't have goals or ambitions. You still set your intentions and take action, but you do it with a sense of detachment, not being overly attached to a specific outcome. You give your best, and then let the universe handle the rest. It's like planting a seed. You water it, nourish it, but you can't force it to grow. It will grow in its own time and in its own way. This philosophy of non-interference can free you from anxiety and stress. It can bring peace, joy, and a sense of ease into your life. You'll find that when you stop trying to control everything, you open up to a flow of experiences that are more natural, fulfilling, and aligned with your true self. Chapter 2. Embracing the Power of Surrender. Building on the philosophy of non-interference, you'll find immense power and freedom in the act of surrender. This isn't about giving up or admitting defeat, but rather about releasing control and allowing life to unfold naturally. Picture yourself as a leaf floating on a river, not fighting against the current, but going with the flow. Surrendering doesn't mean you abandon your goals or stop making efforts. Instead, it's about acknowledging that you don't have complete control over outcomes. It's about accepting that there are unseen forces at work and recognizing that sometimes these forces can guide you to places beyond your imagination. It's about trusting the journey even when you can't see the destination. There's a certain beauty in surrender. It's like the calm after a storm or the peace that comes with accepting things as they are, not as you wish they were. It's about embracing the unknown and finding comfort in uncertainty. It's about realizing that you're part of something greater and that your life is intertwined with the invisible universe. Surrendering is an act of courage. It requires trust, patience, and a deep sense of humility. It asks you to let go of the need for certainty, to embrace vulnerability, and to open yourself up to the possibility of surprise. It's a challenging path to walk, but as you'll soon discover, it's also incredibly rewarding. Chapter 3: Navigating the Invisible Forces Shaping Your Life. As you journey through life's tapestry, it's crucial to understand that invisible forces are constantly at play, shaping your destiny. Every decision you make, every step you take is influenced by these unseen energies. Don't be alarmed, for these aren't forces to fear but to appreciate and maneuver. These forces are like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it, and you can see its impact. It's the same with the invisible forces shaping your life. You may not see them, but their effects are evident in your life. The opportunities that present themselves, the challenges you face, and the people you meet are all influenced by these unseen forces. So how do you navigate these invisible forces? The first step is awareness. Pay attention to the patterns in your life. Are there recurring themes or events? These are clues to the invisible forces at work. The next step is alignment. Align your actions with your core values and beliefs. This alignment will guide you in the right direction, even when the path isn't clear. Lastly, trust in the process. Remember that these forces aren't against you but for you. They're guiding you towards your highest potential. It's like sailing. You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. Chapter 4: Cultivating a Mindset of Allowance. Understanding life's invisible forces comes with comprehension, and now it's time to cultivate a mindset of allowance, letting go, and embracing the flow of life. It's about finding peace in not knowing and grounding yourself in the belief that everything happens for a reason. This doesn't mean you stop trying or endeavoring, but rather surrender to the current of life, trusting it's guiding you where you need to be. So how do you start cultivating this mindset? Begin by acknowledging that you can't control everything. This isn't a sign of weakness or failure, but a recognition of reality. It's a step towards greater wisdom and humility. Next, make peace with uncertainty. It's okay not to have all the answers or to know exactly what's around the corner. Accept the mystery and excitement that comes from not knowing and let it feed your curiosity and creativity. Lastly, practice patience and acceptance. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Understand that good things take time and that there's beauty in the process. It's about learning to wait without anxiety, to trust without evidence, and to believe in the unseen forces guiding your life. Chapter 5: Releasing the Need for Control. Letting go of the reins might seem frightening, but it's a liberating step towards embracing the rhythmic dance of life. The need to control can often stem from fear, the fear of uncertainty, the unknown, or perceived threats to your comfort zone. But remember, it's merely an illusion, a safety blanket that you've grown attached to. To release this need for control, start by acknowledging its presence. It's okay to feel the way you do. There's no judgment here, only understanding. Self-awareness is the first step to change. Recognize when your need for control kicks in and gently remind yourself to let it go. Next, practice acceptance. Not everything in life is within your control, and that's okay. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation, it means understanding that some things are beyond your influence. It's about learning to find peace in the midst of chaos, to stay calm in the eye of the storm. Finally, cultivate trust in yourself, in the process, and in the invisible universe. Trust that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way. Trust that even when things don't go according to plan, they may be leading you to something better. Releasing the need for control is liberating. It opens up space for spontaneity, creativity, and joy. It enables you to live in the present, to fully experience the richness of life. It's a journey, a continuous process of learning and growth. Chapter 6. Aligning with the flow of life. Now that you've started to loosen your grip on control, you're ready to align yourself with the natural flow of life. You might experience some resistance at first, but trust me, this journey is well worth it. Start by tuning into your intuition. It's that gentle nudge that guides you, the quiet whisper that often gets drowned out in the hustle and bustle of daily life. Listen to it. It's your internal compass aligning with the universe's flow. Next, practice mindfulness. Be present in the moment. Notice the world around you, the sensations within you. Where is your attention drawn? What feelings arise? These are all clues to where the flow is leading you. Don't judge or resist them, simply observe. Make self-care a priority. Aligning with life's flow requires energy, and you can't pour from an empty cup. Rest, recharge, and nourish your body, mind, and spirit. Remember, it's not selfish to take care of yourself. Chapter 7. Harnessing the wisdom of letting go. Embrace the liberating power of release, for there's profound wisdom in letting go. You've probably held on to things, situations, or people that no longer serve your growth. Understand it's not about giving up, but about freeing yourself from the weight that's holding you back. Letting go is an act of self-love and courage. Think about the things you're clinging to. Are they adding value to your life, or are they causing stress, pain, or stagnation? It's essential to discern what needs to go and what needs to go and what needs to stay. Be honest with yourself. This is your life, your journey, and you're the one who gets to decide what's best for you. Letting go doesn't mean you forget. It means you forgive and grow. It's about accepting that some things aren't meant to be. It might hurt at first, but that's okay. It's part of the process. Trust in the invisible universe and its infinite wisdom. It has a way of making room for new things once you let go of the old. Remember, you're not alone. We all struggle with letting go, but it's a journey worth undertaking. You'll feel lighter, more open, and freer. You'll make space for new experiences, opportunities, and relationships that align with your highest good. Harness the wisdom of letting go. It's one of the most powerful tools you have to tap into the flow of life. Trust yourself, trust the process, and watch how life unfolds beautifully when you let it flow. Chapter 8. Unlearning the habit of forced effort. While you're discovering the power of letting go, it's equally important to unlearn the habit of forced effort that we often mistake for progress. You've been conditioned to believe that if you're not pushing, you're not progressing. But that's not always true. There's a subtle but powerful difference between effort and force, and it's high time you learned it. Firstly, understand that unlearning isn't about forgetting. It's about consciously choosing not to engage in old patterns that no longer serve you. It's about acknowledging that forcing isn't the only way to make things happen. Start by observing yourself. Notice when you're forcing things to happen. Is it when you're stressed, anxious, or desperate? Recognize these triggers and challenge them. Ask yourself, is this force necessary? Often you'll find it's not. Next, practice patience. Remember, the universe works in its own time, not yours. Trust that what's meant for you will come when it's right. You don't have to force it. Lastly, cultivate faith. Believe in the power of the invisible universe. Believe that it's working for your benefit, even if you can't see it yet. Unlearning forced effort won't happen overnight. It's a process. Be patient with yourself as you embark on this trip. Remember, you're unlearning a habit that's been ingrained in you for years. It's okay to stumble, to fall. What's important is that you get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Keep these steps in your heart and mind as you continue on your journey. Unlearn the habit of forced effort and embrace the flow of the universe. Chapter 9. Discovering the beauty of effortless existence. In the dance of life, you may find exquisite harmony when you stop forcing the rhythm and start flowing with the music. This isn't about giving up or relinquishing control. It's about understanding that there's a natural rhythm to life, a flow that can guide you towards fulfillment and joy if you just let it. When you force things, you're often working against that natural rhythm. You're pushing, pulling, and straining, and all that effort often leads to stress, dissatisfaction, and burnout. But when you tap into the power of effortless existence, you swap out struggle for serenity and constraint for creativity. Imagine a river. It doesn't strain or struggle to flow. It just does. And in doing so, it carves out valleys, sustains life, and contributes to the ecosystem around it. That's the beauty of effortless existence. It's about being in harmony with the world around you and contributing to it in a meaningful and fulfilling way. This isn't to say you should become passive or disengaged. Instead, it's about understanding the difference between forcing and flowing. It's about recognizing when you're pushing too hard and learning to let go. It's about discovering that sometimes the most powerful action you can take is to simply be, to allow life to unfold as it's meant to. That's the beauty of effortless existence. It's a dance with life, not a battle against it. So let go of the struggle, embrace the flow, and discover the joy of simply being. Chapter 10. Tuning into the rhythm of the universe. Life's melody awaits your participation. It's time to tune into the rhythm of the universe. This rhythm isn't something you can touch or see, but it's as real as the air you breathe. It's a cosmic pulse, a heartbeat that vibrates through everything and everyone, connecting us all. You might be wondering, how do you tune into this rhythm? It's simpler than you might think. Start by quieting the noise in your life. This doesn't mean you need to abandon your commitments or responsibilities, but make space for introspection. Dedicate time to just be, without distractions or expectations. Practice mindfulness. Immerse yourself in nature. Meditate. These are avenues to attune yourself to the universe's rhythm. They allow you to tap into the energy flow, the divine current that runs through everything. When you're in sync with this rhythm, you'll find that things begin to fall into place more naturally. Decisions come easier, paths open, and you begin to flow with life rather than against it. Chapter 11. Mastering the art of non-attachment. To truly let life flow, you must master the art of non-attachment. It's not about being indifferent or uncaring, it's about understanding that you can't control everything. Life is like a river, constantly changing, and the more you try to hold on to a particular moment or outcome, the more you disrupt that flow. Non-attachment doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or goals. It's simply about not letting your happiness depend on whether or not these goals are achieved. When you learn to embrace the journey rather than the destination, you'll find a sense of peace that remains constant regardless of the outcomes. Start by observing your thoughts and feelings. Notice when you're clinging to an idea, a person, or a situation. Acknowledge your emotions, but don't let them take over. You're not your thoughts or feelings, you're the one observing them. And remember, it's okay to feel. Non-attachment isn't about suppressing your emotions, it's about not being ruled by them. Practice gratitude. It allows you to appreciate what's here now, rather than always wanting more or fearing loss. It keeps you grounded in the present moment, which is the only place where life truly exists. Mastering the art of non-attachment is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself. It's a practice, and like any other, it requires time and effort. But the peace and freedom it brings are worth every moment spent in pursuit. Chapter 12. Embracing uncertainty with confidence. Despite the fear and discomfort it often brings, journeying through the unknown can be your greatest adventure if you choose to embrace it with confidence. With courage in your heart and a lightness in your step, you can navigate the shadowy corners of uncertainty, transforming them into stepping stones towards a fulfilling life. Remember, life isn't about avoiding the storms but learning to dance in the rain. Embrace the uncertainty, it's a sign that you're growing, pushing boundaries, and stepping out of your comfort zone. It's okay not to have all the answers. Life isn't a problem to be solved but a mystery to be lived. It's natural to feel anxious about the uncertain. However, remind yourself that you're stronger than you think. You've overcome countless challenges before, and you'll do it again. Don't let fear paralyze you. Instead, use it as a catalyst to propel you forward. Practice mindfulness to stay grounded amidst uncertainty. It's about staying present, not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. It's about taking life as it comes, with all its twists and turns, highs and lows. Lastly, trust in the journey and in yourself. Believe that you can manage anything that comes your way. After all, the universe doesn't throw anything at you that you can't handle. Chapter 13. Transforming challenges into opportunities. When faced with obstacles, it's important to see them not as formidable roadblocks, but as unique opportunities for growth and learning. Challenges aren't bad luck or misfortune instead. They are the universe's way of shoving you out of your comfort zone and encouraging you to grow. But how can you transform these challenges into opportunities? The first step is to shift your perspective. Instead of viewing a challenge as an obstacle, view it as a question that needs an answer, a puzzle that needs solving. This shift alone can turn a daunting task into an intriguing challenge. Next, identify the lessons you can learn from the challenge. Maybe it's teaching you patience, resilience, or creativity. Perhaps it's making you rethink your approach or compelling you to learn a new skill. Whatever the lesson, embrace it. This is where true growth happens. Chapter 14. Fostering adaptability and resilience. Just as you've learned to see challenges as opportunities, it's equally important to foster adaptability and resilience in your life. These qualities aren't inborn but can be cultivated. They're your secret weapons in maneuvering life's ups and downs, growing from them instead of being stunted by them. Let's talk about adaptability first. It's the ability to adjust to new conditions, to be flexible in the face of change. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or principles, rather, it's about being open to different routes that lead to the same destination. It's about not being rigidly attached to the how, so you can fully embrace the what. Start small. Try a new route to work, experiment with a different recipe, or pick up a new hobby. These small changes can help build a mindset that's open to bigger life shifts. Next is resilience. It's the capacity to bounce back after adversity, to not just survive but thrive. Resilience is built by embracing challenges as growth opportunities, by practicing self-care, and nurturing positive relationships. It's about finding strength in vulnerability, knowing it's okay not to be okay sometimes. Chapter 15. Unlocking the abundance of the unseen. Often the most impactful elements of our lives are those that remain unseen, yet they hold an abundance of potential waiting to be released by you. It's like a treasure chest hidden in the depths of the ocean, untouched and unexplored. All that's required is courage and faith to dive deep and discover the wealth that awaits. But how do you tap into this unseen abundance? Start with the understanding that this unseen abundance doesn't merely exist outside of you, it's within you. It's your untapped talents, your unseen potential, your unrealized dreams, and your ignored intuition. It's the thoughts, ideas, and emotions that you've cast aside, deeming them unimportant or unworthy. Just like a seed has the potential to become a mighty tree, you too have the potential to tap into this unseen abundance and let it flourish. To release it, you need to nurture it, feed it, water it, and provide it with the right conditions to grow. This can be done by developing a positive mindset, honing your skills, pursuing your passions, and listening to your intuition. Chapter 16. Developing trust in the unseen forces. Learning to trust in these unseen forces begins with acknowledging and embracing the power within you. You've got an untapped reservoir of strength and wisdom that you may not even be aware of. It's there, just waiting to be discovered and harnessed. Remember, you're much more capable than you give yourself credit for. The next stage is developing faith in the unexpected. Sometimes life throws us curveballs. You might not know why things are happening the way they are, but trust that there's a reason behind it. The invisible universe works in mysterious ways, always in your favor, even when it doesn't seem like it now. How do you develop this trust? Start small. Take baby steps. Try letting go of control in small aspects of your life. See what happens when you stop micromanaging and start allowing things to unfold naturally. You'll find that more often than not, things work out just fine, even better than you'd imagined. But remember, trusting the unseen doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. It's about finding the balance between making efforts and letting things happen. It's about understanding that you can't control everything. but you can control how you respond to what life throws at you. It's a process, and it may take some time, but as you cultivate trust in the unseen forces, you'll find that life becomes less stressful and more enjoyable. You'll also discover that you're more resilient and adaptable than you ever thought possible. So breathe, trust, let go, and see what magic the invisible universe has in store for you. Chapter 17. Recognizing the limits of personal control. In the grand scheme of things, it's important to realize that there's only so much you can control in your life. You can't command the sun to rise or the rain to fall. You can't force someone to love you or demand the universe to obey your whims. There are things in life that simply aren't within your control, and that's totally okay. Understand that relinquishing control doesn't mean giving up. It's about recognizing that there are forces beyond your grasp, elements that you can't manipulate. It's about acknowledging that you're not the puppet master of the universe. You're a part of it, not above it. You're in the flow, not controlling the current. Knowing this can be liberating. It relieves you of the pressure of attempting to control every element of your life. It allows you to breathe, to live, to let go, and to trust in the journey. It's not about apathy or fatalism, it's about acceptance and humility. It's about understanding your role within the greater whole. You're not powerless, though. You have control over your actions, your responses, and your attitudes. You can choose to act with kindness, respond with empathy, and cultivate positivity. In doing so, you'll find that you're not letting life happen to you, you're participating in it, you're flowing with it, and that's a beautiful thing. Chapter 18. Aligning personal goals with universal rhythms. Accepting life's inherent cycles can help you connect your personal ambitions with the ebb and flow of the universe. Your life, like the tides, the sun, and the seasons, goes through cycles and patterns. Recognizing these patterns allows you to move with the flow of life rather than against it. You're not alone if you've been pushing and working hard to reach your goals only to encounter resistance. It's natural to want to control our outcomes, but the universe often has other plans. Rather than fighting against the current, it's about learning to swim with it. This doesn't mean abandoning your dreams, but instead working with the energy of the universe to achieve them. Try this. Look at your goals and ask yourself, are these in harmony with the natural flow of my life? If they're not, it may be time to reassess. This isn't about giving up, but about realigning your goals with your truth and the universe's rhythm. When you align your personal goals with the universe, you tap into a powerful energy source. This energy can carry you to your objectives faster and more easily than you could have anticipated. Chapter 19. Cultivating patience and presence. As you explore how your goals align with the universe's rhythm, cultivating patience and presence becomes a powerful tool in your journey. You're not just hoping things will happen, you're actively embodying the qualities that allow life's flow to move through you. It's not always easy, and that's okay. The key is to remember that patience isn't about waiting passively, it's about being fully present in each moment, even when the desired outcomes aren't yet visible. Let's start by understanding presence. It's about grounding yourself in the here and now, fully embracing the current moment rather than getting lost in past regrets or future anxieties. You can cultivate presence through mindful practices like meditation, breathing exercises, or simply taking a moment to tune into your senses. Cultivating patience, on the other hand, is about releasing the need for immediate gratification and trusting the pace of life. It's acknowledging that sometimes the universe's rhythm may not match your own. When this happens, instead of forcing things, try to adapt. Be patient with yourself, with others, and with the process. Chapter 20. Embracing the mystery of life's unfolding. Life often presents us with unintentional twists and turns, but it's your willingness to embrace these mysteries that can truly enhance your journey, letting life unfold in its unique, beautiful way. This isn't about surrendering control or abandoning plans, rather, it's about keeping an open mind, welcoming the unknown, and trusting that the universe has your back. You have a role in the grand scheme of things. You are not a passive viewer, but an active participant. Yet, it's important to acknowledge that there are forces at work beyond your comprehension, shaping your journey in ways you can't predict. Embrace the mystery, the uncertainty. It's where the magic happens. It's where life's surprises, both big and small, lie waiting for you. Consider life as a book. You're both the reader and the author. You have the power to write the next chapter, but you don't know what the next page holds. This can be scary, but it can also be exciting. It's what makes life interesting, thrilling, and worth living. Chapter 21. Balancing Action and Allowance. In the dance of life, you must learn to balance action with allowance, working towards your goals while also giving room for life's surprises. It's not always easy, but it's essential for finding harmony in your journey. Understand that you're not always the choreographer. Sometimes you have to let the music of the universe lead you. Think of it this way: you're paddling a canoe downstream. If you paddle too hard or too fast, you may miss the beauty of the surrounding scenery, or worse, crash into unseen obstacles. But if you don't paddle at all, you might find yourself stuck, aimlessly drifting, or moving in circles. The trick is to paddle just enough to steer your course, and then let the current do the rest. Don't be so focused on your destination that you forget to appreciate the journey. Allow yourself to feel the rhythm of life, to embrace the unexpected twists and turns. The moment you start trusting the flow, you'll find that opportunities and blessings often come in the most unexpected ways. Chapter 22. Recognizing Synchronicity and Serendipity. When you're in the flow, you'll start to notice synchronicities and serendipities, those magical moments that seem too perfect to be mere coincidence. This is the universe communicating with you, guiding you towards your true path. Recognizing these signs can be a game changer, offering you insights and opportunities you might otherwise miss. Synchronicity and serendipity can show up in many ways. Have you ever thought of someone, only to have them call you moments later? Or maybe you've stumbled upon a book that perfectly answered a question you've been pondering. These aren't mere coincidences, they're examples of the universe aligning things in your favor, nudging you in the right direction. But how do you recognize these moments? First, you need to be present. You can't spot these magical moments if you're always lost in thought or distracted by your phone. So take a moment to breathe, slow down, and really engage with the world around you. Next, trust your intuition. It's that gut feeling that tells you something is significant, even if you can't explain why. If something feels meaningful, pay attention. It might be a sign pointing you towards the next step on your journey. Chapter 23. Liberating Yourself from Self-Imposed Limitations. Often it's not external obstacles, but your own self-imposed limitations that hold you back from truly flowing with life. These barriers, formed by your beliefs and fears, often go unnoticed, yet they subtly shape your actions and experiences. You may limit yourself by thinking you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough. But here's the liberating truth: you are. Understanding this is the first step to breaking free. Begin by recognizing these limitations. They're often disguised as comfort zones, excuses, and negative self-talk. Listen to your inner voice, the one that whispers about your dreams and aspirations. Don't shut it down with doubts and fears. Instead, allow yourself to truly hear it, to feel its power. Next, challenge these limitations. Ask yourself, are these beliefs really true? More often than not, you'll find they aren't. They're merely a reflection of past experiences or fears about the future. They aren't who you are. Then, replace these limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Visualize yourself as the person you want to become. Imagine living without these self-imposed barriers. The more you practice this, the more you'll start to believe in your own potential. Chapter 24. Embodying the Essence of Non-Doing. Having shattered those self-imposed barriers, it's time to embrace the concept of non-doing, a practice that allows life's currents to carry you forward naturally. This isn't about idleness or neglecting responsibilities. It's about surrendering control, letting go of that desperate need to steer the wheel of life. It's about trusting the invisible universe to guide you. Non-doing doesn't mean you stop all actions. It means you're performing actions with a sense of detachment, without the anxious need for a specific outcome. It's about being in the moment, fully engaged in the present, without the burden of expectations. It's about allowing things to unfold naturally, with faith that the outcome will be for your highest good. Non-doing is an art, a lifestyle. It's about embracing the concept that often less is more. Your job isn't to force things, but to create an environment where things can happen naturally. This involves patience, acceptance, and trust. You've got to trust that the universe has a plan for you, and sometimes the best way to move forward is to just let go and let life happen. Chapter 25. Achieving Harmony in Personal and Professional Life. In order to achieve harmony in both your personal and professional life, it's essential to apply the concept of non-doing, letting the balance manifest naturally rather than forcing it into place. You don't have to control every aspect, every outcome. Instead, adopt a more relaxed approach and trust in the process. Remember, life isn't a battle to be won, it's a journey of discovery. By letting go, you open yourself to the wisdom of the universe, allowing it to guide you towards your life's balance. It's about letting things unfold naturally, not compelling circumstances to fit into your preconceived notions of how things should be. In your professional life, don't strain for success. Your best work will come when you're relaxed, focused, and in the flow. Instead of fretting over deadlines or pressuring yourself to be perfect, trust in your abilities and let your work evolve naturally. The same applies to your personal life. Don't force relationships or try to mold people to your expectations. Love and respect them for who they are, and let the relationship develop organically. You've journeyed into the domain of non-interference, embracing surrender, and letting go of control. You're learning to dance with the unseen forces, to recognize serendipity wrapped in the cloak of coincidence. Remember, this isn't about doing nothing but rather about being fully present in each moment. It's your liberation from self-imposed chains. Keep practicing this art, and soon harmony and balance will color your life's canvas. Trust the process, let it flow, and witness the magic unfold. Thanks for listening, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and also click the small bell icon to receive a notification every time a new free audiobook has arrived. Thanks again,